Good morning! It is 7:48 a.m. Haven't had my morning coffee, but as you can see, I'm super excited to head off to one of the oldest and biggest tech companies in the world. Let's go! It's IBM.
First of all, welcome to IBM head office. Let me get you signed in. Come.
Yeah? Okay.
I think Michelle's probably waiting for us upstairs.
Oh, is she?
I think so.
Okay. Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you too.
Are there any entry-level positions at IBM that we can apply to?
There are. IBM is not just a technology company. I started off in accounts receivable and now I'm in human resources. So there are a lot of opportunities when you join IBM.
That's amazing. Can we go for a walk?
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Did too much at the end.
So what kind of non-traditional experiences should I highlight in my application?
I would recommend adding volunteerism. Show your passion. That's something that we definitely want to hear about on your application.
How does IBM encourage their employees to pursue their educational and career goals?
It's about wanting to grow and learn every day. And so through speaking with your manager or speaking with your peers and colleagues, you can definitely have opportunities every day to learn and develop.
What's IBM doing to attract diverse candidates?
We're really looking at new-collar workers, those who are self-taught, have their own experiences. We are still looking at university and college graduates, but we want to make sure that we are increasing our talent pool. By looking at new-collar workers, we believe we can do that.
Check this out. That's technology and innovation.
So I had promised you an executive to talk to, and I've lined up CARMEN. She's a senior exec here. You kind of love talking to her.
Okay.
Let me introduce you.
I'm curious to know, what was your first job ever?
My first job ever was at a fast food chain.
How many roles have you been in at IBM to where you are right now?
I probably had about 15 roles.
As a woman in technology, have you ever encountered anything that you want to talk about as an obstacle, perhaps?
I never thought of myself as, one of a minority of women or people
Right.
in the business. So, I mean, I've always been supported. I've always been able to do any role that I wanted. And my biggest supporters and champions are the men that I work with. So it's great.
That's amazing. So I've actually applied for IBM before, but I've never heard about the IBM lab, and that's where we're headed right now. So I'm at the IBM lab, and I think I see FAHAM up there, so I'm gonna go ahead and say hi to him.
Hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you. Faham.
Nice to meet you.
Are we ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right, cool, let's go. This is like a cool different area at IBM.
You're a software developer at IBM. Tell me about how you heard about this position.
For sure. So I applied to IBM when I was an intern. And the reason why I applied was because of an intern who just came back. And just seeing him grow so much as a person by going through IBM,
Yeah.
it just made me realize that I wanted to do the same.
What were you most nervous about when you first started at IBM?
So I was actually nervous about the idea if I had the technical know-how to be at IBM. But turns out IBM has a huge culture for mentorship. I'm having quarterly meetings with my director.
Oh, wow. You know what's funny is that this was actually on our table right here. When you started your role, what was the reality of your job versus what you expected?
Just like any corporate job, I walked in expecting a 9 to 5 routine, but I walked out with a social network. And it's come to a point where I'm actually hanging out with my friends after work.
Like this?
Yeah. Yeah, so let's head to my... Actually, I just want to show you this over here. These are all my friends, right? And I was supposed to be in that picture, but I literally went to get donuts for a minute. Literally a minute, and I miss being in that picture. There's anymore. Take a look over here.
Developers Cube.
Yeah, projects.
So Faham, have you had an opportunity to work on any projects outside of your realm?
Yeah, actually we do. So as IBMers, when you're a new hire, you get put into a team of new hires outside of your main job, and a real manager comes up to you with a real IBM problem, and you all solve that problem together using like the latest technologies, design thinking methodologies, and it can get quite fun.
That honestly sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, it is fun. It's fun.
But I want to say thank you for having me here today.
No, it's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
I'll let you get back to work now.
All right, cool. Have a good day.
You too. Wow, look at this. Wow, they have a pool here. So we started off this morning by speaking to Michelle, who's in HR. She emphasized that your resume should show who you are through volunteering, skills, any hobby that you have, and speaks to who you are as a person. Next, we spoke to Carmen. And funny enough, she started in sciences like I did. So it just goes to show that careers are non-linear. Where you are today might not be where you will be tomorrow. And lastly, we spoke to Faham, whose experiences show that a job in tech is more than just a 9 to 5. What you put in is what you get out of it. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you learned as much as I did today.